A video about the importance of empathy in conversation. Why your friends will stop talking to you if you don't get your shit together. Have you ever tried to talk to someone about a problem, only for them to nod so hard you start wondering if they're auditioning for a bobblehead commercial? Or worse, they hijack your story about spilling coffee on your laptop with a 10-minute rant about how they once dropped a crumb in their keyboard. These people are the conversational wrecking balls that remind us of the desperate need for empathy. Empathy in conversation is like Wi-Fi for human interaction. You don't notice how bad things are without it until someone's awkwardly buffering it in front of you, completely missing the emotional point. Let's break down why empathy is essential and how without it, you might as well be chatting with a brick wall. Step 1. Stop making it about you. Imagine this. You've had the absolute worst day ever. You're telling your friend about it, and instead of offering a simple, "Wow, that sounds rough," they hit you with, "Oh man, that's like the time I was late for a meeting and tripped up the stairs in front of everyone. Ugh, so embarrassing." You pause, suddenly feeling like the universe is playing a prank on you. You didn't sign up to hear their traumatic meeting story. You were just trying to process your own disaster. This is where empathy is supposed to swoop in and save the conversation from spiraling into a self-centered black hole. Empathy means actually listening. Novel concept, right? Making the other person feel heard. You don't need to be a conversation ninja. Just throw in a few verbal nods like, "I hear you," or "That sounds tough." You'll look like a hero without ever having to bring up the time you once stubbed your toe in 2014. Step 2. Don't be a robot. Ever noticed how some people talk like they've got a default response setting? You could tell them your dog just learned to say "I love you," and they'd hit you with, "That's interesting." No emotion, no follow-up, just deadpan, conversation, ending monotony. If empathy had a mortal enemy, this would be it. Instead of responding like an overworked customer service robot, empathy requires some actual emotional investment. You don't have to weep on command or break into an impromptu therapy session, but at least give the person the satisfaction of knowing their words sparked a reaction. Something like, "Oh, that's amazing," or "Wow, I can't believe that happened." That should do the trick. A little enthusiasm never hurt anyone, except maybe the stoic types, but they'll live. Step 3. Fake it till you feel it. Let's face it, sometimes people tell you stories you really couldn't care less about. You're stuck hearing about their cousin's best friend's new vegan dog food company, and all you want to do is pretend to be interested while mentally planning your next grocery run. Here's where empathy truly becomes an art form. The key is to fake that you're interested long enough to actually start being interested. This takes some finesse, but it's crucial for social survival. Instead of zoning out, start asking open-ended questions. "Wow, vegan dog food, you say? What made them go that route?" You'll be shocked at how much you can suddenly care about canine diets when you actually try. Empathy is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Soon, you'll be winning conversational gold stars without even trying. Step 4. Learn when to zip it. Empathy also involves a critical skill, knowing when not to talk. Sometimes people just want to vent, and you offering advice every 3 seconds is like trying to fix a computer by slapping it with the manual. They don't want your problem solving right now. They just need someone to listen. Sure, it may be painful to resist throwing in your 2 cents, but trust me, your unsolicited advice will only make them more annoyed. And the next thing you know, you're in a one-way ticket to, "I'm never asking them for help again" town. Just nod, offer a soft, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and let them get it all out. You can save the solutions for later, if they ask. Empathy is about being there, not being the hero. In conclusion, empathy or bust. If you don't have empathy, your conversations are doomed. Okay, that may be a bit dramatic, but only a bit, I swear. Being able to connect emotionally with others is what separates humans from robots and the occasional grumpy cat. It's not rocket science, but it is a skill worth sharpening, unless you want to end up talking to yourself because no one else will listen. So next time someone spills their heart out, avoid the temptation to make it about you. Activate those emotional muscles, and just be there. Your relationships and future conversations will thank you.